everybody, and in this video we're going to be talking about the brand new game type coming to Destiny with the Taken King called Rift. Now, just to make a little bit of a note, I am going to be uploading a full gameplay, no editing whatsoever, start to finish, later on my channel. As soon as it is uploaded and ready for you guys to look at, I will link it in the description of this video. So if you want to check that out, make sure to keep an eye out for that. It's not up just yet, this one's going up first, but it will be up very soon. In this video, we're going to be explaining it. We're going to be getting down to the nitty-gritty of exactly how Rift works. So Rift is an objective-based game mode where a spark will generate in the middle of the map. We don't know where it's going to be in every single map because obviously we only played it on like 2 of the maps, but on the 2 maps that we played, it spawned in a very central location. It has about a 20-second timer of before it actually generates to where you can pick it up. In that time, you can lock down the area and make sure that the enemy team does not have easy access to getting to the spark. Once the spark has fully charged, you can pick it up and you will notice a progression bar in the top left-hand side of the corner. What this progression bar basically represents is every time you make progress towards the enemy side of the map, towards their rift, which is where you're taking the spark, it will fill in a little node, and every node you fill in is worth 100 points. So even if you don't actually manage to get the spark to the rift, you can actually generate points by just making your way towards the rift. And I saw a really interesting question about Rift and the way that people could maybe cheese getting points for Rift. A lot of people asked if you could just sit in a corner and just keep going forwards and backwards and generating points like that. No, you cannot. Bungie thought of that. They thought of you camping cheesers out there, you cheesy fools, and you are not able to do that. As soon as you fill in a node in the top left progression bar, you cannot refill in that node. So the only way that you can get another 100 points is by progressing further than the node that you filled in. So you have to actually be making progress towards the rift and not just going back and forth. Once you get to the rift, you have the possibility of dunking it into the rift, which is one of the most satisfying things I think I've ever done in a game, and you don't even really do anything. All you do to dunk it is just walk into it, but it goes into this awesome third-person animation. You dunk it in there and it explodes, and it says that you have collapsed the rift. Now, if you want to get even more points for collapsing the rift, you can literally get style points by going in backwards. This is a really good clip of Patrick from Planet Destiny dunking it in backwards. When he was running towards it, I was like, Patrick, go in backwards, it's gonna be awesome. So I got a really cool clip of him dunking it backwards. Another really cool thing about Rift and actually taking the spark to the rift is if you manage to get there and dunk the spark into the rift and there's a bunch of people around it, it kills them. When you explode it, it blows up and everybody around them dies. I actually end up getting a triple kill, which you see here, because people were trying to obviously defend the rift from getting collapsed, but they couldn't quite kill me before I could get my spark in there. So I managed to dunk it in there, it explodes, and everyone died. That was so satisfying, like, so satisfying. This game mode feels really good. I said in my impressions video that this is gonna be either my favorite game mode or my second after Control, and it's definitely a very good contender to being my favorite game mode that is in Destiny. It's a true objective type game mode. If you're someone that loves Capture the Flag or Uplink or Protect the Target, VIP, that's what it's called, VIP, or King of the Hill, or anything that is very focused on getting the objective and that's the main thing that you're worried about, you will definitely enjoy this game mode. Of course, we have Control that is an objective-based mode, but you can win that with just killing people. You don't have to really capture anything. You can win just by killing people. Whereas with Rift, you get a ridiculous amount of points for actually picking it up, taking it over there, collapsing the rift. You get so many points. So it's extremely vital that you do actually play the objective in Rift and not just generate kills. I got to have a good amount of time playing this game mode. I actually went and played it at the Destiny booth before we had the capture event. I was like, I want to get my hands on it. As soon as I got to E3, I was like, I want to play it. And I want to play it now. I don't want to wait. And people were like, really? You're gonna play Destiny when you're playing Destiny later at a capture event? I'm like, hell yeah. I love this game. And the first game that I played, I ended up getting like 22 kills or something. And I think I carried the Spark once. and I was third on my team for score. The person who was at the top only had 7 kills, but had carried the spark pretty much the entire time. So that just shows you how much you get from carrying the spark. You get a ridiculous amount of points. And I'm just really excited to see how this is going to actually play out when it's live, when we have skill-based matchmaking, for example, and we're going to be going up against teams of 6, and maybe I'll go in with my team of 6. I really want to see how it plays out with competitive teams that are working together, because we were just playing against other YouTubers, other streamers, etc., and honestly, we kind of dominated. We had one game that was 20,000 points to 1,000, and then another game that I'm going to be uploading, I got like 29 kills, so I was pretty much just playing the Slayer role when we were playing that. But I'm just so excited to play it in a competitive kind of way, because I think this game mode is going to get extremely exciting when you are playing against people who are working together and your team is also working together. One situation that I actually had when I was playing and capturing where we were kind of working as a team was someone picked up the spark and they were running it, and I saw that there were a bunch of enemies on the bridge by the rift waiting to kill my teammate who had the spark, and I ran over and flanked them. I flanked to the left and shot them with my bow because I was playing the Night Stalker. Obviously all of this is from the Night Stalker. I shot them with my bow and actually helped out my team being able to run that spark. So I love game modes like this. I love super objective ones. I love having to work as a team. That's why I love Trials of Osiris so much, because it's my organized team against your organized team. Let's see what happens. And I cannot wait to experience that with Rift. I don't know how it's gonna play in like a regular pub kind of situation. I think it's still gonna be really fun, maybe a little frustrating when your team refuses to run the actual spark. But I think that because running the spark, you get so many points, like you will be on top of the scoreboard if you are running the spark. I think it does actually give people more of an incentive to run it. Of course, you're able to build up your super faster if you're running the spark. So I think that people playing the objective won't actually be that much of an issue when it comes to Rift, because you do actually gain a lot from it on a personal basis for playing the objective. I usually have to pick up the Slayer role. I'm perfectly fine with doing that. Y'all sit at the 4th on the leaderboard with the most kills. That's fine. I just want my team to win. And luckily my team was extremely enthusiastic about picking up the spark. They were just there before I was there, and I ended up just having to protect them, which I am a-okay with. So if you guys have any further questions about Rift, please do leave them in the comment section. I will read all of them and respond to all of you guys. I want to give you as much information about this game type as possible because honestly, I love it. Seriously guys, I freaking love it. It's amazing. Anyone that's saying it's not amazing got destroyed. That's all I got to say. So that is pretty much it, guys. Don't forget to check out the full gameplay of me playing Rift from start to finish, which will be up later on my channel. I'm also going to be streaming later, so watch out for that video. And I will speak to you awesome, beautiful, and amazing people later. Bye.